Speaking of one name, Gronk. Not Rob Gronkowski. Gronk, another star in America. One of the 10 biggest sports/character stars ever. He retired. There's two things about Rob Gronkowski. Number one is college football does a lot of spread offense. So, like, tight ends in college don't block anymore. So the NFL is struggling to find college tight ends who they think they can turn into blockers. There's a kid at Iowa, TJ Hawkinson, who's probably the most underrated player in the entire draft. He's the next version of Gronk, though I don't think he's nearly as talented, but he blocks, and college guys don't block. So Gronk, there's not a lot of Gronks out there. We'll see talented tight ends, but he became an unbelievable force on the offensive line. Tony Gonzalez last year talked about what makes Gronk special.
With Gronk, what he's better than me at is the blocking. He can block. He's a big old guy. Blocking is about desire, first of all. Do you want to do it? It's not about can you do it. It's will you do it. You know, and a lot of those big tight ends, 250-pound Jimmy Graham, 250-pound Travis Kelce, not a knock against them, but they don't want to block because it's hard. It hurts. It's not fun. It really is not fun. It's not fun.
I love that bite. But I got to tell you something about Gronk. When Gronk came into this league, you saw him and I saw him as just a big, dumb football player. He's goofy. But over the course of time, Gronk became one of the smartest NFL players. He did the opposite of sometimes what misguided athletes do. Gronk was incredibly coachable. As he physically wore down, wasn't as fast, he accelerated his blocking skills. Gronk could have left multiple times more money. A lot of stars do that. But he knew that Tom Brady was the perfect fit and Belichick was the perfect coach. A lot of athletes spend their money unwisely. Gronk has never spent a dime of his. He's legendary. Gronk came into this league as a big, dopey goofball. Talented, I'm not denying that. He was talented. But he actually became really wise and really smart, and that he could have chased a lot of things, and he didn't. And he became incredibly coachable, and he accelerated his blocking skills, and he became an incredible ally to Tom Brady. And he took care of his body, so by the end of the year last year in the two biggest games, he was arguably the best guy on the field. Gronk admitted that he came into this league and he wanted to have a lot of fun. And I'm not anti-fun. But Gronk, instead of pushing back at his coach and pushing back at the system and pushing back at a very complex New England system, Gronk said, you know what? It's better for me, it's better for the team if I'm more focused. Gronk's a big personality. But Gronk understood, this place is good for me. This quarterback's good for me. This coach is good for me. Learning to block is good for me. Working really hard is good for me. It's okay to be a big personality and also fit within a system. All sorts of people in my business have big personalities, but they can appreciate having good bosses at Fox. Like, I have a personality. It rubs some people the wrong way, but I try to never take advantage or never underestimate the value of a really good boss and really good management and a really good system. I know. That's such a sellout. Yes, our shows sell out. And some bands sell out, but they still don't have to compromise all their artistic value. Gronk entered the league as a big, dumb, dope guy, right? I think he leaves the NFL, and players who are stars with big personalities should take a look at Gronk. You never make more money in endorsements than when you're playing in AFC championships and Super Bowls. Sometimes you got to reduce a little of your personality, just a little, not all of it, to fit into a structure and a system. Sports loves personalities. Zion Williamson, by the way, I think has a great personality. But systems and cultures win. Personalities don't. Gronk reduced his just a little to fit, and leaves a first ballot, all-time, arguably greatest tight end talent ever. Coachable, listened, evolved, grew. To me, that's what smart guys do in sports. You're not a victim if your coach and your culture ask you to pull back the Facebook Live in the locker room for the betterment of the team. Tip of the cap to Gronk. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.